Tastings of Nebraska beer, spirits, and wine tasting at Charles Park near downtown. There's something for all palates, and you only pay your entry fee. Food and snacks are available for purchase at the event, as well as off-sale beer, wine, and spirits from vendors. This fun day is for adults 21 and over only. Buy your tickets at mainstreetbeatrice.org.
Spring often marks the beginning of severe weather, which can lead to power outages. LES wants you to be prepared before the storm. Restock your emergency kit, update your info with LES, and if you encounter an outage, report it at les.com/report.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Cover more acres with a pre-owned sprayer or planter from Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealer. We offer one of the area's largest selections of used sprayers, applicators, planters, and seeders. Through the month of May, take advantage of fixed-rate financing as low as 4.75% for up to 60 months or an 8-month interest waiver. Visit your local Landmark Implement location or visit our complete sprayer and seeding inventory online at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
It's, hey, he looked as advertised. He looked really good in the spring game. And because of that, we're going back to a bowl game this year, is what Husker fans are telling them. So I think the fans have a more realistic perspective, and I think this coaching staff has done a really good job of handling Dylan Raiola and the expectations around him.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is the Happy Hour.
You guys know the Happy Hour?
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America.
Yeah, I'll go for a couple.
Here are your hosts, Nick Sainert.
I am a huge guy.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
Brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. That's right. It is a Tuesday today, as Monday spent the day just not here, and then ended up coming to work today. So here we are on a Tuesday.
Wow. Thank you for telling me.
Let's just break it down.
Thank you for telling me how the days of the work week. We get Elliot in here to sing the Days of the Week song. Goodness.
Nonetheless,
Happy Tuesday, because yesterday was Monday and today is Tuesday. I bet you don't know what's coming up next.
Find out right after this. Welcome in. This is the Happy Hour. 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert and Rico with you. Rico, officially, hello. Boone! Stop.
Takes the lead on home run number 20 for Trevor Boone.
Hello.
A lot of people don't know the background.
Can you tell the people what...
I made an irresponsible tweet.
Can you tell people what this sound is?
Oh, that's Trevor Boone's 20th home run of the 2019 season.
And when was that?
2019.
And who did that 20th home run come against?
Nebraska.
And what part of the season was that?
Regionals. Okay. Nonetheless, welcome in. It's the Happy Hour. We don't need to talk about that anymore. I didn't even make a bad tweet.
Nick made a really good tweet.
I made it.
It was a really good tweet. I applaud you for that.
People get on fire though.
That was hilarious. That was a hilarious tweet. So for background, Nick took that clip of Boone hitting his 20th home run
Trevor Boone
against Nebraska in the regional to take the lead in the top of the ninth. And it was after Nebraska was announced to be going down to the Stillwater regional. And he made a tweet that just said, Happy Monday.
Well, because
with the video.
It was right after Nebraska got selected.
That was it.
To the Stillwater regional. And I thought, okay, when was the last time that Nebraska baseball played Oklahoma State? And it was in 2019.
It was.
But then Oklahoma State has also not been kind to Nebraska softball.
That is true.
Because they had 2 straight seasons where they had to go down to Stillwater.
Shout out to Stillwater.
For the regional. So it has not been kind.
Oklahoma State and Nebraska aren't friends anymore.
Especially on the diamond.
Yeah, and Aaron and Notorious B.I.B. Aaron says, this is crap, guys. Quit reminding me about that game. And Notorious B.I.B. says, not funny at all. Still hurts.
So maybe I should just read some of the replies.
I'm pretty sure
from this tweet.
I'm pretty sure that ball ended up in one of the letters above the scoreboard.
Did. So on the left, in left field, because that year, O'Brate Stadium is where Oklahoma State plays their home games.
Mm-hmm.
O'Brate was going through some reconfiguration. They were not able to play at O'Brate in Stillwater. So Nebraska, the Stillwater Regional, was being played in Bricktown at the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark at the time. Sorry,
wind chimes.
Ring doorbell. Somebody's on my front door.
So windy in here.
Nonetheless.
You hear the wind chimes, Megan? Megan heard the wind
Could
chimes.
you hear those pretty well?
Yeah, pretty clearly.
Nonetheless.
I felt like I was on my grandma's porch.
The birds are coming in.
She has like 8 wind chimes.
It's a little windy in here.
It's pretty nice. When it's like a slight breeze, but when it's windy, oh my gosh.
It was funny though. So that day, Trevor Boone hit the H in Chickasaw.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a baseball size hole.
I wish they would have left
in Chickasaw.
I wish they would have left it.
So
because he did that.
It
went to the H.
The filthiest part was that he bat flipped the bat all the way to the first base dugout.
Oh, dude, the thing is, like, everybody knew, like, that sound, like, everybody knew, like, that ball's gone. Like, seriously, listen to this. Like, you know,
you just know,
like, you know that ball's gone.
So
immediate crowd pop.
Let's read some of the replies. I posted that, and it says, "Happy Monday." 43,000 people have seen it. Unfortunately, did not expect it to do this.
It was hilarious. I laughed so hard.
Well, first of all, Evan Bland goes too soon, and I replied with, "Did they juice the baseballs in 2019? Trevor Boone hasn't come close to the 21 home runs he hit that season since. He hasn't hit more than 13 in his minor league career. He has not made it past the minor leagues. His minor league career, he has had 13 at most in a single season. So there's
he's not
that
using
part.
a metal bat anymore.
Potentially. Somebody says, thanks for making me black out. Dislike button pressed.
Somebody reported you.
Somebody reported me. A lot of memes and gifs being replied.
I should have replied.
Somebody's mad. They said we don't need that kind of negativity right now. We are on a 5-game winning streak and one of the hottest teams in college baseball. And then somebody else replied, goes, well, against Big Ten teams, LOL. So somebody goes, can't get worse than that. Things are looking up. We have revenge time, baby.
Yeah.
I was there with my dad and wife. Nebraska was cooked after that. Somebody called it the most devastating Husker loss in their lifetime. Then
you must be a very young person.
We were able to keep things in perspective. We got to play and beat Florida first.
Yeah.
Miranda says.
Take out Caglianone. No, won't do that. Maybe.
Patrick says too soon. It'll always be too soon. We have somebody that says, can you believe this guy? And then we have the one that was not very good.
Yeah, that was a very mean one.
Way overblown.
Way too far.
Way too far.
Too far. Hey, guys. It's a video. It's a tweet. Like, come on.
Tweet.
This was 2019.
Somebody called me a pig.
They did.
They called me pig. They called me piggy. On Twitter.
They did.
They called me piggy.
They said he has a high voice. And he's the most annoying person in 93.7 The Ticket.
You can make jokes about the weight all you want. I don't really care about that part.
Nick's down 10 pounds.
I'm down 10 pounds.
He's living his best life.
I stopped drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
So I'm down 10 pounds. I don't know, give or take.
Something I'm saying.
I haven't officially measured.
He's down a couple pounds.
Give or take. Give or take.
Shut up.
I feel better.
Yeah. More energy.
No. So, but the worst part of the entire tweet was hold on. I mean, I can just read a part of it.
Yeah.
Not too much.
Not all of it, because it's mean.
It bleeps.
There's a couple bleeps in there.
I gotta find our group chat.
Here, when you say the word, I'll just play this.
No. So this was the tweet that I actually quote tweeted. So you can go see it. I mean, it's out there. I have no problem saying it. This is why you're a fat bleep who's the worst on 93.7. Your voice is high as bleep and annoying on the radio, and you need to stop eating so much, piggy. That is an actual reply that I got to a video of. that is it. I can't get over the fact. So it was, I can't get over the fact that it just ends with piggy. hey, like I don't know if first of all, a couple things, and I wanted to like all make this into a quote tweet, but instead I just found like a GIF that kind of just like resembles how I felt. And so you can check that out on Twitter too. But I like looked at it and I started laughing because number one, who types that and is like, yeah, this actually makes sense.
This is the one.
And then number two is like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and hit send.
Like you typed that all out and you reread it and you thought, this is the one. This is the tweet.
This
is what I want to say.
This is what I want Nick to know how I feel.
You sent it in our group chat and I couldn't find it. And I said I wanted to reply. And Austin goes, did you want to say finally someone who agrees?
See, the best part,
I was going to reply. I was going to quote tweet it and be like, oh man, I forgot I was on my burner.
See, that kind of stuff's funny. That stuff's funny. I get a kick out of it, so I appreciate it.
We can laugh at ourselves.
He also, I like, there's a picture of him as his profile picture, and like, big fella.
Look, man, hey, pot calling the kettle a piggy.
Oh no! Somebody says bold of you guys to assume that he reread it. Hey, I like once again, it had no connection to a video. Because of a video I posted of Trevor Boone hitting a whole absolute moonshot. Let's call it what it was. It was disheartening. It was heartbreaking, but it was a moonshot.
It was. Look,
I mean, we'd all do the same thing if we hit that shot. If we hit that hit home run.
If that happened against anybody but Nebraska, everybody would be like, "That's a great swing." Gosh, that's a great swing.
Listen to the sound of the bat.
I should play it again.
Baseball noises.
Baseball noises intensify.
But no, that's. And then it's like, oh, I'm going to watch this video and then I'm going to call Nick fat.
Yeah, that makes sense. How dare you, piggy. Anyways, Nebraska's going to Oklahoma State for a regional.
I think we found our new sound that we need in our open. Nick Sainer, keep eating, piggy. And Enrique Alvarez.
C is for chunk.
See, we're onto something here. Oh, appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
Today's a good day. It's a long weekend.
I hope the weekend was good.
I made ribs.
How'd they turn out?
Fantastic. My father-in-law loved them, so you know that they turned out well.
Okay, good.
Had a nice little crust on them. It's fantastic. Some brown sugar, honey, pads of butter. Threw it back in there. Fantastic.
Good.
But you can't have any.
That's fine.
You gotta lose weight.
I do. I do. Hold on. What's the last line? Hold on. What's the last? You need to stop eating so much, piggy. Hey. I was like, first of all,
so mean,
dude. That's mean. Second of all, your voice is high as bleep and annoying on the radio, and you need to stop eating so much, piggy. It just never gets old. Hey, it just never gets old. Anyway, if you want to read it, unfiltered. Yeah, uncensored, whatever you want to call it. You can check it out on Twitter. Nebraska baseball, though, I mean, hey, shout out to them, right? We'll dive much deeper into it in the next segment, talk about the series coming up and most importantly, Florida's game, or the game against Florida, rather, on Friday at 2 p.m. But first, a little bit of news over the last hour or so that broke. Former Husker pitcher Spencer Schwellenbach. You might remember his first year in the minors. He was out for the year because of he had to get Tommy John surgery, right? And he has now come back and just announced within the last hour and a half is the Braves are promoting him to the majors. So he's making the jump from AA to AAA. He's their the number 3 prospect in the Braves farm system.
Skipping over AAA.
Which is
just completely. He's like, I'm going straight to the majors.
It's not completely uncommon for a lot of top prospects like Bobby Witt never actually spent an extended time in Omaha, and there's a lot that's a pretty common process is to just go, all right, you're ready to go from AA. Jackson Chorio for the Milwaukee Brewers also jumped.
Old boy from Washington, the starting pitcher a few years ago that kept getting hurt. I cannot remember.
Steven Strasburg.
There you go. Strasburg did. I don't think he spent any time in AAA.
No,
I think
sorry.
he went from double to,
like there's a lot. That's a pretty common jump.
Yeah. It's still crazy.
Austin might have more information on if Bobby Witt spent time in Omaha. I don't remember a time where Bobby Witt was a little bit of time in Omaha.
He's not listening.
I don't remember like an extended like, hey, Bobby Witt's called up and we're gonna mostly, Matt R asked, has he been used mostly as a pitcher or a fielder? Pitcher. They have firmly put him as a pitcher. He's been around
starting at AA, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's been around here. I mean, I can pull up his stats. He's a sub-2 ERA right now. But once again, was a second round draft pick back after the 2021 season. Drafted second round, 59th overall. This season, he is 4-1 in 8 games started, right? 45 innings, 51 strikeouts, and a 1.80 earned run average for Spencer Schwellenbach.
Sheesh.
So he just got called up. By the way, I was looking. We were actually just having this conversation with somebody on Saturday, actually at the Husker baseball game. We were talking about, Mississippi, the Mississippi Braves are located in this, town of nothing in Mississippi. And so it's like motivation for all these AA dudes to just like get out of here.
Yep.
And so Spencer Schwellenbach, nice job to Schwelly. Congrats to him as he is going to be a member of the Atlanta Braves Major League roster coming in just, probably tomorrow. I would assume that makes the move today.
Should we get Farley a Schwellenbach Braves jersey?
No, because I don't really appreciate the way that Farley has been to me recently about the Braves. So
that's just because the Braves.
The Cubs are in a landslide. Very big landslide.
I feel like the Braves are kind of in a tight spot now after Acuna went down.
Yeah.
In case nobody heard, which I'd be surprised if you didn't, Ronald Acuna was on second base and kind of got a lead off, went to go back to second, crumpled into a heap, tore his ACL. Out for the season for the Atlanta Braves. Their star outfielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Yeah, so unfortunate news for Acuna. But Schwelly
sucks.
Schwelly, once again, number 3 prospect according to Major League Baseball's pipeline. And so the Braves there, 1.80 earned run average. He has a 31% whiff rate on pitches as well. And then he sits around 93 to 95 with a fastball, can climb up to 97, 98 occasionally, and then also has a low 90 slider. So it's a pretty deadly combination if he's able to get both of those working. So
he doesn't have to worry about Angel Hernandez.
Doesn't have to worry about Angel Hernandez. Angel retired.
A lot of baseball news today.
Yeah, a lot of baseball news. So once again, 51 strikeouts in 45 innings pitched for Schwelly this season at AA. So good stuff there. Appreciate you guys hanging on. Appreciate whatever the guy's username is on Twitter.
Yeah, thank you, random guy.
I can't find it.
Yeah, we don't need to give him a shout out.
Yep, don't need to give him a shout out. So nonetheless, it's been good. We talk Husker baseball as they get ready for their regional in Stillwater. Austin and myself will actually be down there in Stillwater as we leave this Thursday afternoon, and Nebraska plays on Friday at 2 p.m. So we'll dive into that a little bit deeper, and we get you ready for On the Block coming up over the course of the next 30 minutes or so. Right after this, you're listening to the Happy Hour. Huge thanks to Empire Fence and Netting for their support of the program. As always, we'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. More of Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, Ghost of George Washington here. Being the face of the dollar bill used to mean something, but today I just don't get any respect. But that's all changed with Lotto America from the Nebraska Lottery. People know that Lotto America only costs $1 to play, has a $2 million starting jackpot, and drawings 3 nights a week. I'm back, baby.
Calm down, George.
Hey, nobody asked you, Ghost of Andrew Jackson.
Lotto America top prize odds, 1 in 26 million.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans, begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage, 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Tune in to the Teammates Mentoring Hour each Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket. Hear stories from the program started by Tom and Nancy Osborne and how it's changed mentors and mentees' lives and how you can be involved. The Teammates Mentoring Hour, Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 o'clock on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Join Main Street Beatrice for their annual Taste of Spring Beer, Spirits, and Wine Festival on Saturday, June 1st from 4 to 7 p.m. Enjoy an afternoon of unlimited tastings of Nebraska beer, spirits, and wine tasting at Charles Park near downtown. There's something for all palates, and you only pay your entry fee. Food and snacks are available for purchase at the event, as well as off-sale beer, wine, and spirits from vendors. This fun day is for adults 21 and over only. Buy your tickets at mainstreetbeatrice.org.
Spring often marks the beginning of severe weather, which can lead to power outages. LES wants you to be prepared before the storm. Restock your emergency kit, update your info with LES, and if you encounter an outage, report it at les.com/report.
If you've been putting off your health, what are you waiting for? The Summer 10-Week Challenge at Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping is exactly what you need to kickstart your wellness. Farrell's gives you all the tools, coaching, support, and accountability you need to be successful. The 10-Week Challenge begins on June 8th, and monthly payments are now available. Head to fxblincoln.com for all the details. Stop taking your health for granted and get started with Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first.
At Doane University, your future is uniquely yours, and our world-class liberal arts education is just the beginning.
We invite you to schedule your campus visit and experience why Doane University will start you on your journey to your future career.
Learn more by scheduling your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit. See you soon.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Your child was embarrassed when you arrived at their basketball game. 75% of parents or guardians report current alcohol use. Drinking alcohol can cause harm to children and loved ones. By drinking less, your child will be excited to see you at their basketball game. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to the Happy Hour.
Hola.
With Nick Sainert.
¿Tú eres un bueno worker?
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
Sí, yo muy bueno worker.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You speak English? Yes, I'm really good at English. Okay, good. Me too. Get in the car.
Welcome back into the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert, Rico with you, 402-464-5685. The Honda of Lincoln hotline and the Starter Heyman text line are open for you guys the rest of the way here, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. As well, you can always follow us on Twitter, on X, Nick_Sainert, and at Radio Rico AC. Sorry, I lost my thought process there. Okay, before we get into Nebraska baseball, I don't know if you saw this, Rico.
What?
The Birmingham Southern Panthers.
Yes.
In Division III baseball.
I love this story so much.
So,
not really because it's bad, but it's funny.
For the folks that might not know, Birmingham Southern College is a Division III university, or was a Division III college and university. And I say was because they're closing permanently after 168 years on Friday. So this Friday. However, Birmingham Southern is in one of the greatest runs in the Division III College World Series right now, as they have made the finals. And so the baseball team on Friday has a game in the afternoon when the day the school closes, the day the school closes, they are going to be playing in a game.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's incredible that they're facing off against another opponent and basically competing for a championship at the Division III level for something that doesn't exist.
They have a chance to do the funniest thing possible and win a championship for a school that no longer exists.
Yeah.
So my question during this entire run, because they've been going through the playoffs in the postseason for a little bit now, is if they win, if Birmingham Southern is able to pull it off and become D3 national champions in baseball, where does the trophy go?
There's little things like that certainly matter.
Like you get your T-shirts and your hats, and they'll have your school's logo, and it'll say D3 national champions, but like it's a school that's not around anymore. Like for the guys on the team that may have graduated from there, like this was their last year they graduated, and then the guys that haven't graduated, now they have to find a new school to go to. Like you'll have all of this gear saying that you were national champions for a school that is no longer around, for a school that ceased to be in existence before you played your final game.
So here's what's funny. Also, before the super regional clinching game, a third of the team, 13 players, were out or at least ill with food poisoning.
Some of them were hospitalized
after eating bad chicken Alfredo the night before.
That dang chicken Alfredo.
What is this?
It'll get you. You gotta be careful.
Birmingham Southern Panthers ace is Drake LaRoche.
Yes.
Which is the son of former Chicago White Sox Adam LaRoche.
Do you know why Adam retired or left the White Sox?
Why is that?
Is because he was told that he couldn't bring his son into the clubhouse or around the team anymore, which is one of the reasons why he left. And now his son is an ace at a D3 school who is going to be competing for a national championship.
Once again, so just an incredible story. Birmingham Southern College headed to the Division III College World Series, despite that after this week, starting on Friday, the school will not exist. It's truly fascinating.
Thunder Not Collins says they will say unincorporated.
Potentially.
The bigger thing is that whoever they lose to will go down as the team who lost to nobody.
Yes. This is almost
you lost to nothing. You just says you lost. What is it?
This is like a Bishop Sycamore deal.
Oh, except this is
actually a school.
Yeah, and they're actually good.
Yeah. But anyway, 402-464-5685 Honda Lincoln hotline, Starter Heyman text line. We're just a couple of days away, Friday, because it is already Tuesday. Just a couple of days away from Nebraska and Florida. Florida obviously houses Jack Caglianone as a junior. Jack, 41 walks on the season, 29 home runs, and 21 strikeouts for Jack Caglianone as this season as a Florida Gator. He plays first base, but also pitches from the left side, can throw mid-90s from the left side. I mean, this guy is going to be a first-round pick in the Major League Baseball draft. coming up in just a couple of months.
I was telling Austin I didn't know he was their ace. I thought he was just mashing homers and playing first base.
The dude can throw. He's a two-way guy.
Crazy.
And so once again, to be able to hit 417 from the plate and have 8 more home runs, not just hits, right? 8 more home runs than strikeouts is really, really impressive.
Yes.
First team All-American last year as a sophomore, Jack Caglianone.
Mm-hmm.
And now this year, certainly doing his thing. He has 2 of the longest home runs, 2 of the top 5 longest home runs at Charles Schwab Field in Omaha. He and Wyatt Langford have their name all over that record book for longest home runs. Wyatt Langford obviously is with the Texas Rangers now, got drafted, is already up in the majors, and Jack is going to be next.
Jack Caglianone, it's funny because this season, going in and out of paying attention to SEC baseball, ACC, other than Big Ten baseball, right? Every time I would see him hitting a home run, it reminded me of the joke about Mike Trout, where he hits a home run and it's like a 3-run blast, and the Angels are now only down 12-3. Like, that's what it was with Jack Caglianone and this Florida team, because you said it earlier. Don't let the name recognition fool you. This Florida team, although they have a lot of talent on their roster, is not the same Florida team as the ones that have been going to the College World Series year in and year out. This team sitting at 28 and 27,
28 and 27
has had their struggles this season in the SEC. Granted, it is the SEC. It's a very hard baseball conference, but this Florida team away from home, not the greatest of records, as they're 9-12 on the road, 0-2 in neutral site games. So although they have the name recognition and they have the history behind them, it's not the same scary, oh my goodness, we have to face Florida in the first round of a regional team.
Florida had a really good month of March. As I kind of just perused their schedule here, they take 2 of 3 from 4th-ranked Texas A&M. Then the following weekend, they take 2 of 3 from, at that time, 5th-ranked LSU. Then they follow that up with taking 2 of 3 against 21st-ranked Mississippi State, all from the second week of March through the end of March on March 31st. That's a pretty good March there. But then you have sweeps that Florida gets swept by Missouri. Missouri finished last in the conference with a 9-21 conference record, 23-32 overall. And then you follow that up, you lose 2 of 3 to South Carolina. South Carolina had a down year. You lost 19-4 in 7 innings to Florida State. You lose 2 of 3 to Vanderbilt. You lose 2 of 3 to Arkansas. You lose 2 of 3 to Tennessee, 2 of 3 to Kentucky. There's a lot of lost series here, and you got beat in the first round of the SEC tournament back last Tuesday, a week ago today, 6-3 to Vanderbilt. And so when it's all said and done, it's as Florida gets ready to face Nebraska, I'm sure they're doing the same thing to Nebraska's schedule as we are dissecting theirs to where, okay, well, Nebraska, look at that. Okay, they're saying, well, Nebraska's won 12 of the last 14 weekend series, but their midweeks are not very good. You know who's going to be on the mound for both sides. You're assuming that Caglianone is going to be on the mound for Florida, and I think we can safely assume that Nebraska is going to send Brett Sears, their Big Ten pitcher of the year, out there.
Can wait. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we can. Brett Sears is definitely going to be starting game 1 for Nebraska.
Well, and this is once again, this is why the schedule, I suppose, is kind of set up the way it is so that there's plenty of ample rest, right? Brett Sears threw 1 inning on Sunday. I know this was going around, and I just want to kind of reiterate it for the people that might not have heard, but that on any days, especially if you're not pitching, you're still going to throw a light bullpen session. You're still going to get some throws in. And so Brett Sears would have probably been scheduled to throw a light session that day. And here he throws just 1 inning of work and no harm, no foul, because he goes in and goes 3 up, 3 down. And it was a pretty non-exciting top of the ninth inning for the Penn State Nittany Lions as they go down in order. So Nebraska did a really good job. I thought also it benefits when they're able to get performances like they did with Will Walsh, where he goes a complete game, where you have Jackson Brockett go 8 innings on Sunday. Drew Christo was consistent through 5 as well on Saturday.
You were getting a lot of that work from some of those bullpen arms that were thought to be the bullpen was thought to be one of the strengths of the team coming into the season. In the beginning of the season, they were holding up their end of the bargain. As you got to the middle of the season, things started to get a little dicey. Some problematic, not starts, some problematic outings from some of the bullpen arms. But this postseason, this Big Ten tournament showed that the bullpen for Nebraska still has some life in it, and it is going to offer you some quality outings, hopefully moving forward as this postseason continues.
So once again, I mean, Nebraska, Notorious B.I.B. says if Sears starts, we will handle Florida. That I posed the question this morning of what world and what would have to be happening for Nebraska baseball for you to feel more confident with a pitcher on the mound, right? Because you look at Brett Sears and 9-0, obviously the record there. As you just saw, I think this was also something that you can kind of hang your hat on, is that even this last week on Wednesday, when Brett Sears did start for Nebraska a week ago against Purdue in an elimination game in the first one of the first of 5 elimination games for Nebraska, is that he didn't have his best stuff, but he surrendered the solo home run, but ultimately, despite not having his best stuff, he was still effective. Mm-hmm. And he still limited damage against the Boilermakers. And Nebraska's bullpen then picked him up. And Nebraska's offense also picked him up. And Nebraska had disciplined at bats and really productive approaches at the plate, where you had Gabe Swanson's 12 pitch at bat. And you had multiple instances of just Nebraska generating some really, really productive appearances at the plate. And so and Henry on the text line says if his name was Shane Komine, and I get that, right? But once again, Nebraska now has a pitcher who, for the first time in program history, they hold the Big Ten Pitcher of the Year on their roster, and he's ready to go on Friday night. A 9-0 record, sub-2 earned run average, doesn't walk guys, doesn't allow damage, limits it when there is damage. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like Nebraska, I think it would be immature and ridiculous to say, yeah, you know what, we could feel more confident with somebody else on the mound. That's ridiculous.
No,
because there wasn't a better pitcher in the Big Ten. And as much as we talk about
there wasn't a better pitcher on your team,
as much as consistency or lack thereof with some of the arms on Nebraska's roster, Brett Sears has been the most consistent. Yeah. One of the most consistent in the Big Ten Conference.
Even if the numbers, which I don't understand why they wouldn't, even if the numbers don't blow you out of the water for Big Ten or Nebraska pitchers, like you just said, he was the most consistent. You knew what you were going to get when you put him out there. You knew what he was going to give you. You knew, for the most part, how far he was going to go in the game, and what you were going to have to do to offer, how many runs you were going to have to put up to offer enough run support to get a W when Brett Sears was on the mound. So I don't think there's anybody on this team, in this lineup, that you would have any more confidence with putting on the mound in your first game in a regional against a Florida team who's, if you look at the numbers, at least outside of the massive amount of home runs that they hit, the offense is pretty similar to Nebraska's. Florida's pitching, however, is a couple notches below Nebraska's, again, just in terms of numbers. They were in the SEC, Nebraska in the Big Ten, whatever, however you want to go about that, but still, just numbers-wise, offense is pretty similar. Pitching-wise, I would give the nod to Nebraska.
So I'm looking at Brett Sears just from a glance. I don't know if we're talking enough about the jump that he's made from 2022-23 to now this season, because he was coming out of the bullpen last season for Nebraska. And back at Western Illinois, where he was prior to Nebraska, he was a starting pitcher, but they moved him to the bullpen, came out of the bullpen last season, and made an appearance in 11 games, 17 innings pitched, had a 5.29 earned run average, did not have a decision in any game, did have 23 strikeouts. Now you fast forward to this season, and Nebraska 9-0 this year with an exactly 2.00 earned run average, 15 starts in 16 appearances. Obviously, the first save of his career comes on Sunday in the Big Ten championship game. Has thrown, as Will Bolt said, 99 innings, has allowed 62 hits, just 22 earned runs all season long, has only allowed 8 home runs all season long, walked 18 guys, struck out 97, and
97 and 99 innings of work.
97 strikeouts and 99 innings of work. Has thrown over almost 1,400 pitches this season. So when you look at Brett Sears, right, the production's been there and it's been consistent. So I think you feel pretty good about at least Nebraska being competitive. And now if Brett Sears goes out there and shoves, has a really nice day, and Nebraska still falls, then that's the conversation of, did Florida just play exceptional baseball when it came down to the little things, or was it an offensive issue? And I think that's a conversation that we'll worry about when we get to that point. So Nebraska, Florida, 2 p.m. on Friday. All right, when we come back, we're going to have a trivia question. We got 2 pairs of Salt Dogs tickets to give away. Lincoln Salt Dogs tickets. It's going to be a beautiful night at the ballpark. If you want to go out there tonight or tomorrow, we got tickets and a parking pass for tonight. It's a 7:05 first pitch. Tonight, 7:05 first pitch. Tomorrow night, we got a pair of tickets to give away for both of those. Tonight and tomorrow, we'll give it to 2 lucky folks coming up right after this as we come back from the break. You're listening to Happy Hour on 93.7 The Ticket.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Join Main Street Beatrice for their annual Taste of Spring Beer, Spirits, and Wine Festival on Saturday, June 1st from 4 to 7 p.m. Enjoy an afternoon of unlimited tastings of Nebraska beer, spirits, and wine tasting at Charles Park near downtown. There's something for all palates, and you only pay your entry fee. Food and snacks are available for purchase at the event, as well as off-sale beer, wine, and spirits from vendors. This fun day is for adults 21 and over only. Buy your tickets at mainstreetbeatrice.org.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first.
At Doane University, your future is uniquely yours, and our world-class liberal arts education is just the beginning.
We invite you to schedule your campus visit and experience why Doane University will start you on your journey to your future career.
Learn more by scheduling your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit. See you soon.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, expecting mainly sunny skies throughout the day. We'll see an afternoon high around 81. Tonight, mainly clear with an overnight low around 52. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies return and light winds too, with an afternoon high around 80. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clutch for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Spring often marks the beginning of severe weather, which can lead to power outages. LES wants you to be prepared before the storm. Restock your emergency kit, update your info with LES, and if you encounter an outage, report it at les.com/report.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197. Soulful Casino in Havelock is a family-owned business, providing incredible food and service that'll have you craving more with every bite. Soulful Casino offers everything from pulled pork to fried chicken, catfish, ribs, and even quesadillas. You want sides? They've got them. From fries, green beans and baked beans, to collard greens, potato salad, and sweet dill corn. Stop by for lunch as they have specials Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 2 p.m. That's Soulful Casino, located in Havelock, where every bite you take fills the soul.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. You're listening to the Happy Hour.
We were in the middle of our tournament when my friend John said he found a body in the bushes over there.
With Nick Sainert.
I ran over there because I'm a healing monk to try and help, but obviously my magic wasn't strong enough because the dude's body was missing a head.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
So my friend decided to try and use a necromancer spell, which didn't work, which I knew it wouldn't.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
And apparently we contaminated the crime scene because that spell uses a lot of glitter.
Welcome back into the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. It's time to give away, before we bring in our guests, Lincoln Salt Dogs tickets. Tonight and tomorrow, 7:05 first pitch for the Salt Dogs. Here's the question for you. If you can go tonight, and it's going to be on a first-come, first-served basis on the text line, 402-464-5685. Lincoln Salt Dogs have one former Husker on their roster. I need to know who it is. If you guess it correctly, you need to also text in the name and which night you want it. Is it tonight at 7:05 or tomorrow night at 7:05? First come, first serve. We'll send them back, and then you'll have to come pick them up at the station, 1040 O Street, later on this afternoon. So 7:05 p.m. tonight, 7:05 p.m. tomorrow night. The question to win a parking pass and tickets. How many we got in each pack there, Rico?
4.
4 in each set. So you'll get 4 tickets and a parking pass for tonight or tomorrow, and all you got to do is answer who is the lone former Husker on the Lincoln Salt Dogs roster. I'll give you a hint. He was a first baseman in college. He has now transitioned to catcher with the Salt Dogs. So there you go. He was also drafted by the Rockies organization, I want to say.
The Rockies.
Yes. Oh, just kidding. Roscom I just said it. I had time with the Seattle Mariners organization in 2022. So there you go. You can figure out there as we bring in Megan Walker. She's been here all the time. And now Chancellor Brewington. Guys, first of all, hello. Second of all, you guys got something big going on tonight on Ticket Weeknights. Hot Ones Challenge. It's back.
Mm-hmm.
How are we feeling?
I'm super nervous. I don't know about you, Chancellor.
I'm nervous. I'm like slowly processing it.
Mm-hmm.
I told my folks I'm doing it, and they was like, "You really know what you about to do?" So we'll
Guys,
see.
just don't think about it too much.
I'm trying to
All
get my
You're
mindset
You're
right,
gonna
though.
you're gonna psych yourselves out. It's not that bad for like the first 5 wings.
Yeah, for the first like 3 sauces are actually pretty
It tastes
good.
good. If you like hot sauce, you're like, oh, this is really good.
I don't like hot sauce.
It actually tastes like hot sauce.
I'm like Louisiana hot. That's it. I don't go nothing past that.
I can't even do that.
We might struggle a little bit.
This might be
tonight,
this might be a problem.
I mean, so you're talking to 2 guys that have done it multiple times. I've done it twice. Rico, I guess, has done it 3 times. I think the biggest advice is not to touch your eyes or your face.
That's really about it.
There's
there's no preparing.
you
There's
just gotta go through it.
Yeah, there's no
you
mental.
just gotta
There's
go
no mental
through it.
preparation you can do. It's make sure you have some milk, some ice cream, and
Milk.
surprisingly, Dr. Pepper does help.
I'm gonna be honest though, nothing. Once you get to about 7,
Well,
nothing
once
helps.
you get there's a certain one where you just gotta fight through it.
What's the recovery time like in between?
Okay, you want to know the
piling on top? Like
yeah,
hot
it's just
after hot?
here. Let me put it this way: like half an hour after you're done, you'll be fine. The next day, though, I'm just saying
You ain't always fine.
It's just it sucks.
Right.
It sucks. You know, once the wings and the hot sauce go through your body, if you know what I'm trying to say,
It's like really spicy.
it's
Taco
not.
Bell.
It's not great.
There's a price to pay.
Yeah, it's not great.
But I think there's also like this mental fortitude piece of it. Like, yeah, I went through it. I don't know.
It's like a badge of honor.
It's a badge. I like
mean,
that.
here's the thing. I'll be honest. I like hot stuff a lot. And once I got the taste, and there's one that you just do a drop.
Yeah.
And it is, I was crying.
It's excruciating.
I was
in pain.
He went out of the room. We went to a break because we did it on air. We went to a break. He went out of the room and was in pain. I was under the desk, like tears coming out of my eyes.
Under the desk.
Yes, I was holding on to the top
all
of the
bets
desk.
are off. All bets are off. On
it
this
doesn't
thing.
matter. Jay did it. Jay Foreman did it. He ran on the wing we're talking about. He ran outside. It was like a chilly day. It was like kind of raining or whatever. He was outside, like walking back and forth.
Bro,
pacing.
why are they telling us this?
I'll be 100% honest. I don't know. I never realized that something so little and like Brett, the guy that comes in and has all the sauce.
Going to be joined by Brett Baker.
Incredible dude.
Fantastic.
Incredible guy. I don't understand how something that it's just a little drop or a dab can be so hot. Like, and it's one of those where it's like, as soon as you start to put it up to your mouth, you
know.
smell it,
You know.
and all your nose hairs just burn.
And that's not even the hottest one.
Nah.
But don't worry, because after
Wait.
Hold on. Because after
we're being serious.
because
man.
after that on the Scoville scale, heat, it's not the hottest one. But after that one, the last ones, you can't
taste anything.
You don't even know.
Because everything in your mouth just burnt
It's
off.
just done.
Okay.
It's just done.
How many are there?
10.
10. Oh my
10
god.
wings.
There's 10. But here's the deal: is like the first like 3 or 4 are,
you're gonna be like,
it's
this
a
is
wing.
delicious.
It's a hot
I
wing.
don't know though, because she just said that she really don't do hot, and I really don't do hot as well. So
you'll be fine.
Might just pull out tonight.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Well, we can't. The wings
Pull
are
out
here.
last
Yeah,
minute.
they're
Not
we
right
already
here.
ordered them. Brett's
called a
on his
flag.
way. He had to order new sauces.
The wheels are in motion. Yeah, you guys are getting fresh sauce too.
This
Yeah.
on live. This is on live.
This is so. Somebody was asking. Curtis was asking, when is the Hot Ones contest? It's happening tonight at
8 to 10.
8 to 10.
We've got 2 other Husker athletes coming in. So
Who's coming in?
We've got a track athlete and a gymnast.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be
It's
good.
gonna be great. You guys are gonna have so much fun. And Brett's amazing. He's a great host. He brings the little Tupperware. He'll have the sauces. He'll shake it up for you guys. He'll ask you guys questions, try to get to know you guys, because it's kind of like, have you guys watched Hot Ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll be like your host.
Brett has been on Hot Ones.
I did my film study.
Yeah.
Brett has been on Hot Ones.
He's a
Okay.
super
Oh, he
fan.
has?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a super fan, and they brought him in, and he did an episode.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you bringing the ice cream or do I got to bring it?
I'll bring the ice
You got it?
cream.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. We're ready for tonight.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Oh
You'll be
my
fine.
goodness.
Hey, like my
I'll be watching.
These are contradicting statements. Y'all
be
like,
fine.
y'all
Like,
gonna be fun, and then
as
y'all
I'm
not gonna be right.
as I'm reminiscing on the pain, my eyes just start to burn because I just remember. I will never forget that feeling.
It's terrible, but you'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be good. I think you guys will be fine.
That'll be some good content.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Like the wings are good. Like shout out to Buffalo Wings and Rings for the wings.
The wings are delicious.
Okay.
Like
Wings
we
are
said,
good.
the first 3 or 4 or 5, like you'll be like, this is amazing. This
Now,
is,
it's a hot
it's just
wing.
hot sauce and the wing is fantastic and you're good to go.
Yeah.
And then it starts to ramp up a little bit and you're like, this is
And
not that great.
And then there's one that just absolutely puts you on your behind.
I'll tell you, it's Da Bomb. I don't know what number it is
Da
because
Bomb?
the
I've
new
seen
season.
that on the
Well, I don't know
show.
if the new season changed it because
Ooh, that's
sometimes it
true.
moves up or down. 'Cause
We
we did
Yeah,
when we
I
did
think
it.
they changed it.
When we did it, it was number 8.
That's right. Okay, hot one sauces. We
I'm
can find
crying
this out.
thinking about this already.
It's Da Bomb and it's like not
Yeah, why
natural
my heart
flavors.
rate going up?
Good. Perfect.
So
I'm sweating
Okay.
right now.
not here to
so here we go. Here's the
make you guys
sauces.
nervous.
Here's the sauces.
For the new season.
For the new season. This is the updated
It's hot in
one.
here, right? It's
It
kind of hot.
is.
It is.
Okay.
No,
Oh,
it's very
that
hot.
makes,
Okay.
that
That's
makes,
making it
that
even
makes
better
it worse.
tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
you
gonna-
have fans.
I'm gonna be I'd be
just-
sweating. I'd be sweating.
Hey,
Okay.
we were sweating regardless.
Excuse me.
Look at this. He's
So-
falling apart already.
Yeah, because I'm reading some of these. Okay, so number one, your first one is going to be a 1700 on the Scoville heat unit.
Don't give it all away because Brett's gonna
See, like,
explain
what's
it.
That's right,
Tabasco?
that's right, that's
What's
right.
Tabasco sauce?
Hold on.
Not.
That's hot.
Give me some.
Man.
If you think
Man.
Tabasco is hot, you are in trouble.
Like I can't do nothing.
Okay, Tabasco is 2500.
That's a lot.
Oh, so it's above.
So this is even less than.
Oh, okay. So
but-
it's gonna be enjoyable.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
said,
this is
the
going.
first few
you're hot, yeah,
are
you good.
hot
Gotcha.
sauces.
Yeah, you good.
They're just tasty.
So here we go. So number one is the classic hot sauce garlic Fresno.
There you go.
That's what it's called.
Sounds
I like it.
delicious.
Number
Yeah,
two.
yeah, enjoyable.
Number two is Scene Double.
Okay, I
That's
don't
the
like
name.
that.
I don't like the
that.
name.
See the names.
the
I don't
name.
like that. Don't think about the names. The names are bad.
Number
The
three.
names will hit you.
Number three is fermented kimchi.
Fermented.
I
fermented
like kimchi.
kimchi.
That
You like
sounds good.
kimchi?
I like kimchi. Yeah.
There you go.
Don't even know what that is.
Number four is Los Calientes Barbacoa.
Ah, love it.
It's mentioned that Tabasco was. This is number four. Mentioned that Tabasco is 2500 on the
Mhm.
Scoville. 33,000.
Ooh.
Okay, we jumping up like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not that bad.
That's
Okay.
that's
still-
only number
three.
four.
That's not
That's
that's
number four.
That's
That's
not that
number
bad.
four.
Goodness.
You're still in the this tastes good, but it's a
Oh,
little tickle
hey,
on your
That's a
tongue.
30x
man.
jump.
Oh no! Oh,
I saw the
Way.
DeBomb. I saw the DeBomb
Did it-
Scoville. Okay,
It's
so
not even that bad. Like if you look at the next two, it's
yeah,
not that bad.
So here's the deal.
We just went
Um,
from 1700 to 33.
So these are also on a heat scale from like 1 to 10. Los Calientes Barbacoa heat is 4 out of 10. Number
see.
5 is the Chairman Meow's Revenge heat 5 out of 10.
There's gonna be a cat in like a top hat on that one.
IL MIG plus or positive is your 6th sauce, 6 out of 10 on the heat.
Yeah, it's just gonna.
Red Flag is your 7th sauce,
I don't
obviously
like that
7
one.
out of 10.
You don't like red flag?
No, I don't like that.
That's made by the Black Eyed Susan Spice Company.
Thank you, Susan.
Then this one, here's the fun one, number 8,
Da Bomb.
Da Bomb.
Is that the one that got like the nuke on it?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Heat 8 out of 10,
Read the Scoville.
135,000.
Good Lord Jesus.
Ooh.
135,000. Now,
That one sucks.
that's the one that's going to make you question some of your life. Like there might be hallucinations. There may be
You're gonna want to call your parents
Like-
and tell them you love them.
like there you
Okay.
you might feel like you might feel like you lost vision for a moment.
Oh wow.
Like
Do
I feel like
not-
I felt like I had lost vision for a second.
Do not touch your face.
Yeah, please do not.
Do we need to sign like
Do
a waiver
not.
before we do this?
I know.
No,
is
you'll
there,
be
like-
fine. Well,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think Brett brings wet wipes.
Yeah,
If not,
but
you can bring some wet wipes to wash your.
just wet paper
That ain't
towels
gonna cause
too.
no problem.
So
So-
you can wipe your hands off so,
So
you
then-
can touch your face again.
Cry your tears.
Yeah.
Number 9 is 9 out of 10. Peppers Up is the
Oh,
sauce
Lord.
name. But then number 10, this I mentioned, you just put on one of them a dab. This is called the Last Dab Experience. And you only put a dab because it's 11 out of 10 on the heat level
Okay, that
scale.
don't even make no
Again,
sense.
you won't be
But-
able to taste it.
I'm gonna
but-
break the scale.
You
How
won't be
about
able to
this?
taste it.
The Scoville units for the Last Dab, 2.7 million Scoville.
That doesn't sound legal.
Wait,
You
that
won't-
don't even make sense. We
you
just
won't
went
be
from
able to try it.
1700
Yep.
to
Yeah.
2
Yep.
point
Well, that was
million.
between 10 wings.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you'll
gonna
be
bring a
good.
bucket.
It'll be
I'm
okay.
serious, man.
Trash
It's-
cans are out there.
It's legit. It's legit.
Trash can, just
So
Throwing up.
take care of your business.
if you want them, you can buy all the sauces for $120. There you go.
But make sure you tune in tonight, 8
Yes.
o'clock. Speed and Power / What's Brewing Hot Ones Challenge.
Gosh, yeah, I'll watch from afar.
I'm watching.
You guys, I will cheer you on. We're cheering you on from afar, but
You
man,
can do it.
yeah, it's good luck.
I
So
don't know whose idea this was.
Yours.
Might be called in
mentioned
sick on Wednesday.
hey, whatever you gotta do, man. No harm.
harm, no foul.
Yeah, you good. All right, that'll do it for us here on the happy hour. Appreciate that as always. When we come back, it's on the block. Austin Orman and Eric Strickland. Austin will be with you for hour number 1. Stricky joins in hour number 2. We'll be right back on the block coming up next on 93.7 The Ticket.
Adios.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
I'm Dave Osted. And I'm Ryan Osted. Every golfer will get value from being custom fit. The truth is, the higher handicappers will get more value from being custom fit than the low handicappers.
It's changed so much since my dad started the business in 1963. We now have hundreds of thousands of dollars in technology, and we know exactly what the spin rate is, what the launch angle is. We encourage you to bring your current clubs in now, and we can compare it. And guys walk out of the store knowing